Hi, today we're going to prepare a meal using items we've received in our German food box subscription box over the past few months. Tonight we're going to try Sauerbraten, which means sour roast. Now this is something I've never tried before as an original recipe, so I have no idea what to expect. Maybe it's a good thing because usually a home-cooked recipe will be better than something out of a package. But this looks like an easy way to go. And from my understanding, Sauerbraten is actually something that you need to marinate for anywhere from 3 to 10 days. Finn's jumping up on me. He's thinking it looks good. It's not ready yet, Finn. We're just getting ready to start cooking it. And for side dishes, we're going to try these bread dumplings in a boiling bag. Looks pretty simple to prepare. And red cabbage with apples. So hopefully this turns out well. At the end we will be sampling it and let you know what we think. First, brown the beef in some oil. Next, add water and the contents of the sauce packet. Bring it to a boil, cover, and heat over low for a few hours. The bread dumplings came in these individual plastic pouches. Soak them in water for 15 minutes and boil them for another 15 minutes before draining. Guten Appetit! Okay, dinner is served. We're ready to try this Sauerbraten from the German food box, and also the bread dumpling and the red cabbage.
Smells wonderful.
Try that Sauerbraten first. It's nice and tender. I was a little worried I got a rump roast, and we did cook it for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
But it's plenty tender. I like it.
It's very tender, delicious.
And we do have more sauce that you can put over the top because I just sprinkled a little bit over the top. And so I tasted a little bit. I don't know what the comparison. I've never had real Sauerbraten before, a homemade recipe, but I could just imagine marinating it for days and days and days in wine and vinegar and some of the other spices would really, really infuse it with flavor.
Yeah.
Since this is just a packaged mix, you know, it only had those couple of hours that it was cooking to soak in the marinade, but it is nice, but I can imagine it's probably even more flavorful if you had marinated it for that long a period.
And also how it would affect the texture of it as well. Yeah, this is very good, very tender.
I am happy with how tender it is, though. That was my biggest fear, was that it would be tough.
Yeah, taste-wise, you must have had some idea of what you're expecting.
Not really. I mean, I heard it was a little bit sour. It does have a vinegar base to it, and it's supposed to have wine. I don't know what they make the pre-packaged mix out of, and how that compares to a genuine home-cooked meal.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm a lucky man.
I'm gonna try some of the red cabbage because that's something new for us too. The red cabbage with apples. Not too bad. I think I might like sauerkraut better, but you might like this because I think there is a little bit of sweet to it.
Yeah.
We were hoping it would be really sweet, and I want to say that it's definitely more sweet than sauerkraut.
Yeah, I mean we had the jar just sitting there and kind of in a cupboard. I was curious. Okay, well we'll get into it one of these days, and just because of the apples, I thought, okay, we're gonna open it. It's gonna have a sweet scent to it, and took a whiff, and it's like, okay, that's not what I was expecting. But okay, here it goes. I actually like this better than sauerkraut.
Do you? I had a feeling you might.
Yeah. Texture, it's not as crunchy as sauerkraut, but there's something about the flavor.
And we did heat it up. I noticed the jar said that you could serve it cold as a cold salad or heat it up. I decided to heat it up.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna try the bread dumpling.
I gotta catch up with you. Yeah, these were kind of an interesting product.
Those are nice. What I did is it looked like they sprinkled them with some parsley. So I sprinkled a little parsley and then also poured a little of the Sauerbraten sauce over the top.
Yeah. So taking these out of the box, it almost looked like stovetop stuffing, some dehydrated stuffing and little clear plastic pouches.
I think it's the same idea because it's just, just like a stuffing would be using breadcrumbs. So it's the same idea. It was just dehydrated bread, and I guess you're supposed to use like day old bread and, traditionally, and
Yeah.
mash it together. Yeah, it was kind of nice because the little plastic pouches kept it in that dumpling shape. So because they're just sort of loose in there, and then you soaked them first for about 15 minutes, and then you boiled them and then simmered them for about 15 minutes. So that kind of kept them all together. You unwrapped the plastic pouch and they were still in that nice little dumpling shape and ready to go.
Yeah, very convenient. I've just never seen dumplings like this in American stores. And if I did, I would definitely pick them up. These are good. I like the size, kind of a portion control thing.
So this was an interesting try. Usually in the German food box, we eat the snacks right away, but some of the items that were more for a full meal, we have put off trying for a while, and now we finally combined 2 different boxes, and I'll put a link up here to our unboxing of those boxes from the past months. And so this made a nice full meal. I kind of like that about the German food box. So many of the other boxes are just for snacks, and this one you can actually make a full meal out of some of the items.
And everything complements each other very nicely.
It does. Yeah, I think this is kind of a nice traditional German dinner here. So let us know if you're German. Is this something that you traditionally would like to eat, or do you love Sauerbraten? Just let us know in the comments. And any final thoughts on our dinner tonight before we finish up?
Final thoughts. I have absolutely no complaints. This is really good. Yeah, this is excellent. The meat's very good. Again, I'm very lucky man. But I'm kind of curious as to, obviously, German food. Is that a German beer that you have there?
I do. This is actually an Erdinger right here.
Nice. So, Prost. Got to make that eye contact, right?
And now we're back to have dessert. So for dessert, in our last German food box, we got this nice looking marble cake.
Yes.
And so that's what we're having this evening for dessert after our German Sauerbraten dinner.
Yes, it looks absolutely delicious in the packaging. Almost looks like a nuclear bomb has gone off in chocolate. So let's see how it is.
And it almost had little ridges, so it was very easy to figure out where to cut and have a nice little thin slice. Let's see how this is. You got the nice end piece with all the chocolate on the end. So
I did.
It'll be extra good.
Yeah. Very good.
That's nice. I like the fact that it's covered in chocolate because I'm not crazy about cake. I mean, I'll eat cake, but it's not my favorite dessert. But number one, having it be chocolate helps.
Yes.
And also having chocolate frosting on top helps as well.
It is. It's like a dark chocolate. Does it seem like dark chocolate?
It does seem a little bit like dark chocolate.
Yeah, it has a good flavor to it. It's not dry. I don't think it's dry. Do you think it's dry? Yeah, it's good. It would go nicely with coffee. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so this was kind of fun. We had a whole dinner and dessert made all from items in the German food boxes.
Yes, and let me tell you, dinner was very good. It was very filling. I could have had a nap after we had dinner and slept through the cake, but yeah, everything was really good.
Yeah.
So no complaints.
So I guess that's it for our video. So if you like these videos, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel if you want to see more content like this. But until next time, bye.
Bye.